Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. We have already started here. Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Alexander-Arnold can get it clear. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Gerrard, tidy with his distribution.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
In with a header! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And he cuts out the supply. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I really like Fabinho, Peter, for whom versatility is one of his outstanding properties. I mean, we all know of his qualities in midfield, but it's his defensive nous, wherever he plays, that makes him excel.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Alexander-Arnold, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a little off target. Rummenigge. Beckham. He's looking to set free a runner. Alisson will lay claim to that. Nesta calmly anticipates. No, he's just misjudged that one. Neither side yet able to find the net. Played towards the other side. And it's Messi. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Throw in. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! That's another chance! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Nunez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Szoboszlai.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's had it taken. Could be danger here! Now it's Mohamed Salah. Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now it's Darwin. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's McAllister. Diaz. And the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold with the short. Hits one! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold. That's a sharp pass. Played with finesse.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Fabinho. Alexander-Arnold is charging up on the overlap. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Chips it through. Beckham tries to get it clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Beckham plays it short. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge.
1 minute added time.
Szoboszlai. Diaz. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Diaz. Big header! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And the first 45 minutes are up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Liverpool looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Climbs up big! And he hits the net! The second half sparks straight into life! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Bout of passing here, really easy. Oh, shooting chance! It's a goal!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and
great chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Robertson, McAllister, and it's Van Dijk. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Fabinho makes the interception. Konate. Fabinho. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Diaz. Szoboszlai to McAllister, played out wide, back into the middle. Now there's a fine ball, and the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Lobbed in behind, nicely worked. Messi, goalkeeper's ball. Into the last quarter of an hour. Darwin. That looks a good ball through. Maldini. No, that's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold looking to hit the byline here. Gerrard kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's picked out the run. Chance! He scores! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Simplicity itself.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That's a good ball played into space. And they're quick to get it back. Rummenigge. Oh, that's a key interception.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
And he's managed to gift it back. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking for options for movement. Nedved. Rafael Leao in acres of space out wide. The referee has given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nesta cuts it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good alertness.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Neatly clipped into space. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Well, that pass isn't the best. The less said about that pass, the better. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lahm gets across to intercept that.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Rafael Leao. Oh, that's fabulous. Rummenigge. And that has been clubbed away. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Neymar. Nedved.
Such good technique.
Great hit!
Ah, that's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And he's there to belt it away. Rafael Leao looking to get on the end of this. Rodri. And here's Neymar. Rummenigge. And it's Pirlo. And that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rodri. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Hits one! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kohler clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Beckham, the regular corner taker, and it's been taken short. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And now they can spring out of defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Rodri. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, they can break here. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Rafael Leao. Danger averted for now. That'll be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Luis Suarez.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery.
And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision making and just a general sloppiness, so I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we reach the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Gullit. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bale. Has a look and plays it forward. And claimed it back swiftly. That is ended up in no man's land. Maldini. And they're back on the ball again. Beckham chasing after it. Now it's Luis Suarez. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Hullet. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk makes the interception. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Beckham. Luis Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Threads one in. Beckham. He rises! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Bale. Lovely bit of skill. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 11, Bale.
He's had a hit! And he hits the net! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
No way through there. Collier. Looking for the runner. Oh, and he's through the middle. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Beckham. Now it's Luis Suarez.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Floated through.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
And it's Luis Suarez. Rummenigge. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Oh, he's been... And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker.
Hullet! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
That has been cut short. Lahm.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He has found the way through. Can he put it away? Oh, Oh, taken with style. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The final 5 minutes. Look at the space here. Bale finds himself offside. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lahm cuts out the pass. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And it's Messi. 4 added minutes on the board. He's looking for the runner here. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, played right into his path. He's picked his way through. Bale! Yes! And they are cruising away. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Wilshere. Ronaldinho.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership...
Oh, smashing header! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Sampdoria clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Belletti. Nedved. Irwin. Very nicely done. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Nedved. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, super find. David Villa, and he's managed to get free. Delivers across. Beckham! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
David Villa. He's got away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. In comes the delivery. Nedved! Goal! Sampdoria! And they've got their lead back. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, shooting chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Nuno Mendes. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Belletti. And the pass is intercepted. Thinks one through. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
It's a sweet ball, that. Can he get onto this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. He's got all. They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Straight header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Sampdoria take a 2-goal, and the shot! It's in! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equal.
There's the hit! Goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Bruno Mendes. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Stood up well to him there. And it's Nedved. Oh, they can break here. It's Nedved! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sampdoria have their second corner now.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Rodri with the clearance. Aldair cuts it out. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Villa really added the width.
David Villa! They've got to be quick to Oh, he's been caught, and one more try! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Signore e signori, vi chiediamo cortesemente di rimanere seduti durante lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie.
And that's the second half started. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Floated up and over. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Drogba.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He has found the way through. There's the delivery.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Maldini. Maldini got a long way forward to join the attack. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Played back in. And it's hoisted clear. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Ronaldinho. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he'll shoot here. Davids, who's set up one goal so far. Nedved. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicked it back promptly. Beckham. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's picked out the run. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Here's a player who has defined a generation. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he latch on to this? He is just caressing the ball. That has been knocked clear. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Van Basten. Nedved. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Sostituzione per la Sampdoria. Numero 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ronaldinho. Numero 6. Wilshere. Numero 18.
Sampdoria are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Van Nistelrooy. Il numero 8. Il numero 4. Scholes. Attenzione, un cambio.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Ribery. Beckham. Tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Drogba certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Irwin. Sampdoria couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's got the shot away! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Manchester, big header! So close to drawing level.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising. Now to maintain it.
And that is a little undercooked, and that could set him on his way.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Into the last 5 minutes.
Manchester United certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that, and he welcomes it in. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Sampdoria have it back and can go again. David Villa. He's shifting through the gears here. 2 minutes to be added on. Now that's well seen too. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Sampdoria illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. The action has already started. Oh, what has happened here? Beckham is wide and looking to get onto this. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lovely ball and a real chance now. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the... Oh, he's been caught on it here! So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot-stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play...
And the shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi. Rummenigge.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Kagawa. Oh, there's a probing ball. Quarter of an hour played. Rummenigge, and he's been shifted off it. That's a good ball played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Pedri.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now the finish! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, that has not gone well. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Irwin, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Kagawa. Kagawa is flagged offside. Camavinga has got himself a free kick. Oh, he's found him in space. That'll be a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. There's the header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He might be in here! Berbatov! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Berbatov really has just learned a lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Interesting ball. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. He's gone forward, and he's intervened well there. Camavinga. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cantona. That is great defending, so alert. And here's Cantona.
Cantona really was well marshalled.
Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Looking here to alter the direction of the game. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Beckham! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Now it's Berbatov, and he cuts out the supply. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Camavinga, and he was quick to react. Half-time getting close now. Quality ball. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Costa Curta, and it's Marquinhos. Adams. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's through, now is he in? Big chance! And yes, it's there! Manchester United are back on level terms. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that.
And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Manchester United go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe! There's no Mbappe! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
It looked as Cantona! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
2 goals. Has a goal!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And that is a little undercooked. Mbappe. That has been slung wide. He is through here. And he was alert to it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Messi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Mbappe! Oh, well played, well played.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's a very decent ball now! Messi. Rummenigge. Now it's Camavinga. He's picked his way through. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Pedri. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, this looks sharp. And he's on his way. Cantona! Messi has created 1 goal already. And here's Cantona. In with a header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And now they can spring out of defence. He's found a way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Gets his pass away. Great ball if he can get there.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Owen. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Now who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Can he latch on to this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Diogo Dalot attempts a clearance. Camavinga. Nice interception, well timed. Darren Fletcher. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Engages and forces him off the ball.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 11, el dorsal 4, Messi, el dorsal 12.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Varane calmly anticipates.
El dorsal 18.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Kagawa, el dorsal 22. El dorsal 20.
Somewhat off target.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores. Habrá
Costa Curta.
3 minutos de descuento.
It's Pedri. Kagawa, little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
That's beautifully weighted. Cantona, he's in, surely! And here's Cantona. And we're done. Manchester United have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Yeah, simply a combination of one team refusing to be beaten no matter what, and another not quite able to kill off their opponents. But it made for great viewing.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.